Mhm. Good morning. Can everybody hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I can't hear you, unfortunately. But yes.
Your volume is too low, Mark. This is Jenny. Still too low.
Liza joined us and Harvey's here somewhere. I saw him pretty earlier. Welcome, everybody. All right. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to turn this headset off.
I'm on, Mark. If you can hear me.
All right, welcome everybody.
I'm on too.
I like to usually use my headset, but for some reason my headset's not cooperating. Hope everyone had a great weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and welcome to our presentation today. Harvey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you though.
Let's see. Let's see.
Harvey, start with your life story. I'll be right back. I'm gonna log out and log back in.
Oh, okay.
Tell us from birth, Harvey. Start from birth. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
That's going to be great.
Oh no, you're on mute, Liza.
No, I'm not. I can hear you.
Were.
I know
Okay.
I'm on mute, but I'm background.
So
noise.
Mark told me to start, so I'll moderate right now. Okay. So Liza, why don't you tell us about your life story?
That's kind of messed up. I think he told you to tell about your life story. Okay, I'll just make it quick and to the point. Anyway, I was born. Yes, I was born, and in Portland, Oregon. I'm originally from Portland, Oregon. I have been there since birth, right, Harvey? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, went to school and college there. I have a background in naturopathic medicine. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's holistic medicine, primary healthcare physician. And I ended up getting into real estate. I thought that was another way to help people listen to their problems or their, what they're looking for and really kind of cater to them and understand what their needs are. And since I speak another couple different dialects, I speak Cantonese and Mandarin. A lot of my clientels are Cantonese and Mandarin. Allows me to utilize my skills to, obtain new clients and help clients because of the language barrier. Then I came to San Francisco, got my license here, been here for the last maybe 6 years or whatnot. And been practicing real estate here. So I'm licensed in Oregon, Washington, and California. And then Harvey and I, we partnered up last year, and that's history. So Harvey can talk more about that.
Well, I was born in San Jose, but I moved to New York when I was like 10, 12 or something like that. Anyway, I moved back in 1996. And I was a director of HR and staffing in some of these high-tech companies. The last company I was at, it was during the downturn. So the dot-com bust. So I had to lay off about 50 of the people that I had. And later on, there was the 911 thing happened. So I had to lay off about 13,000 people. This is at Applied Materials. So after that, when people look at you, you feel bad because they think that, oh, he's an HR guy, you're going to get fired. And the place was really, the atmosphere was sort of sad. So basically, I took a voluntary separation package and I left Applied Materials. And I figured, okay, I know all the HR people all around, so I should be able to find a job later on. And but 6 months later, the recession had lasted longer than I thought. So one of the people I laid off helped me to get into real estate, and I've been doing for the last 18 years. And so I'd rather help people to get into a house and watch them lose their job and lose their homes. So that's where I'm at now. And take it away, Mark. Can you hear us now? Talk.
I can, yeah. I'm operational full speed. Thank you guys for bearing with us, and thank you for starting without me. I appreciate you very much, Mr. Harvey and Liza. Now, the reason you guys are being interviewed today is because you guys had a good growth year this year. You guys had good year-over-year percentage-wise growth. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to ask the dirty question. What'd you do differently this year that made a dramatic change in your business? Or did you?
Well,
I
Liza.
can start. Yeah, I can start.
Good.
I mean, oh, good. Yeah. So basically what I did is, I was getting busy, and I think I noticed Harvey, we both were busy. We wanted to try to see how we can leverage each other's talents and whatnot. And Harvey's very detailed, and I'm very detailed also. And that kind of helped in the aspect of checking on each other and making sure our deals get done. We would be able to cover more grounds. Harvey's based out of San Jose. I was based out in San Francisco, and we would be able to cover more areas. And also I spoke Chinese, like Cantonese and Mandarin, that allowed our business to even grow more. And that, and also being a part of ARIA allowed our business to grow even more so. I'm the president right now of ARIA SF Peninsula, which is a organization that's we have 42 chapters nationwide, and that has increased our business. We've gotten a lot of referrals from networking with those type of people. We build friendship, and it just really blossomed. And Harvey could say that we've gotten quite a few referrals in the past, like from when we started COVID and all the way now till now. Harvey, you can add more.
Yeah, a long time ago, and I'm thinking like 2009, there was another, when I was at KW in Cupertino, I joined ARIA to support the team leader who was the president of the Silicon Valley chapter. However, after 1 year of that, I didn't really see the benefit of it too much because I just wasn't involved. But meeting Liza, who was heavily involved in it, I saw the benefits of it. And this past year, and even now, we're getting referrals all the time from across the country. Boston, Texas, down Southern California, and anybody obviously moving into the Bay Area, they're buying, these people have a lot of money, it seems, and good credit, and they're buying big homes. So that has helped quite a bit. The other thing that I think has helped was I've been utilizing the Keller mortgage. I don't know if anybody's been using that, but we use Keller mortgage a lot, and it helps to lock in our buyers. Okay. And if nobody knows too much about that, basically they have a 0+ program where they pay for your closing costs, lender fees, and appraisal fees, and maybe a little bit more. And so that's their 0+ program, and they can give you more details on it. But it's pretty much like 1% of the total purchase price. And as we know here, prices are usually about $1 million. So that's like over $10,000-12,000 that they don't have to bring for closing costs or anything. So calling up past clients, hey, do you need to refi? I just let them know that. And now anybody could refi. They don't even have, okay. But if you're going to do a purchase, they have to use you, okay, or a Keller Williams agent. So by doing that with all our clients, we tell them, hey, we ask them, have you been pre-approved by any lenders? They said they have. And I told them, because I refinanced 2 of my places. So I got like 30-year fixes, 2.5%, and no closing costs, lender fees. I saved a lot. So we started telling a lot of our past clients that, and they all went, most of them went for it. Okay. So I think that's helped a lot right there. Just doing that. And then if anybody needs the name of the person, and she's the director over there now, because the person we were using, she actually moved away out of the country. So we lost that person. So I'm working with the director. And so I can be happy to pass on her name. His name's Shelly Mort. And I'll give the phone number and all that contact information to anybody who needs it. So any other questions?
She's in a different time zone, but she's really helpful. I've spoken to her and also referred her to our other clients. So just FYI. So she's super helpful. She can do weekends too.
Awesome. So just to recap, you have more accountability since you joined forces because you're holding each other accountable. You joined a professional organization that increased your visibility in the realtor community, right? To help bring in referrals with ARIA. And then you've leveraged Keller Mortgage. Seems to be like they're taking maybe a loss or taking a smaller profit, if you will, and giving some help back to the clients and giving them a financial incentive, right? Through A, great rates, and B, no closing costs to work with us. So that sounds like a win-win-win-win. Well done, guys. As far as leverage, right, and working together, do you guys meet regularly to go over your action items? How do you guys work together?
Well, Liza has set up a call like every morning, and we had other people on the team, but some people have moved away, and so we're sort of revamping our team a little bit. But we used to have a 8 o'clock call, 8:30 call in the morning, and just to touch base, see what's going on. But usually whoever we start working with, we want to make sure that we give that personalized, individualized attention to each client. So we make sure that we take care of everything. Unless, of course, someone is unavailable, then the other person will be available or makes themselves available. So nobody that we're taking care of is ever going to be left out on an island all by themselves or anything. Wondering what's going on.
So you guys do this every morning?
Just about, yeah. Sometimes
every morning that you're working. We don't work every day, right? But every morning that you're working.
Yeah. Even in where we're not working, Liza seems to try to touch base. So we know what's going on the next day, because we have some clients that we all have these different kinds of clients, I'm sure, where some are they need a little bit more hand holding than others. And then some, they don't want to know what's going on. They say, just get to the finish line. So as we know, all our clients are a little bit different, and you have to handle a little bit special sometimes, I should say. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any marketing to area, or you just show up and participate?
Well, right now we're just like Harvey says, we're kind of putting our systems in place, and we're trying to get to that part. Right now, we've been busy just by referrals and whatnot. That's keeping us busy in listings. And I think our next step, from the pandemic, and I'm sure everybody's business has increased tenfold, I'm sure. And our biggest thing right now, Mark's like, no, I bet, okay, 20 folks for you. So basically, one of our biggest things that we want to do is actually do our website. And that's one of our things that we're working on right now. It's been challenging because we we want specific items in the website, and to make that actually a goal. People check websites, so we want to make sure that we get that, and also reviews. So if you guys can get reviews, I've gotten Redfin reviews about me as a agent, and that actually helps too.
Oh, one other thing I was going to mention is we added someone to our team who is doing property management. And because of that, that's helped us to get a lot of listings too, because people who are buying and investing, they're doing 1031 exchanges and things like that. They're always looking to buy and sell. So that's where we get a lot of our listings. And also, so we've learned to build a good relationship with someone that's doing that. And so that person's sort of part of our team as well. And that's that. I think that's helped us a lot. So anybody, you know, there's some people out there who strictly do property management. You should seek those people out and start talking to them, because if you develop a good relationship with them, find them people who want to lease or lease out their investment homes, then later on down the line, they'll turn over that client back to you when they're ready to sell, and probably many others, you know, because, you know, people just get referred to them and they're always looking for someone. So if you're referring people to them, hopefully they'll be reciprocal and refer back to you. And so we get a lot of people that way too. Our latest listings have come that way, actually.
Where did the latest listings come from, Harvey? You said they came from referrals?
They came, yeah, from the property management people, you know, that we know. So yeah, so they're all in contract right now, so they go pretty quick. You know, investors like to buy in places that they're going to make some money, you know, in good investment areas. So usually you're going to get a nice listing. So we have one in Mountain View, one in Sunnyvale, you know, between like 1.6 to 2 something million. So, you know, you don't need a lot of volume to you know, be able to cap or anything like that. You just got to be in the right places. So look for good property. There's good property management people around that you could probably partner up with, you know.
How does that work? Do you guys pay a referral fee?
Yeah, we refer back, but we get so many from them. We actually had to turn down some, and not everybody's a good fit as far as the property management people or the people, the investors. Okay, sometimes they want different things, but for the most part, I'll say, you know, 8 out of 10 probably, or that's a pretty good percentage. We're going to get them. And so it's been working out really well. That's just another avenue that we go down to try to get more. But, you know, we have other ideas coming down to do things. And I'm sure everybody's had issues this year or the past year with the pandemic. So you got to do things a little bit different, but you got to read. But one easy way, that's why I was telling you about the Keller mortgage, is just reaching back to your past clients or friends, okay, and just ask them, hey, have you refinanced? And a lot of people have, but many people have not. And you hook them into that Keller mortgage, and they may be looking to buy. And so if you let them know, hey, you can refinance pretty much almost for free. There are some fees that nobody pays for, but and so they have to, but it's minimal. And then you can tell them, you know, if you know any friends or family members or that also need this, hey, just let them know, and you can connect them. And after a while, you just find more and more people want to buy and sell. So we've been doing that.
Awesome. Do you guys work off a business plan?
Liza?
What, Harvey? Well, we tried to put one together. We wanted to go a certain amount of transaction because we're new together, wanting to be able to comprise that. The 5 3 1 1, right? It's yeah, we've been changing things around. one of the things that we've been doing is that website is really important to us. So we're actually putting a little bit more time, like what do we need to do? We have also Jennifer Coe, which is part of our team. She's been instrumental to helping us move forward and getting that website kind of executed. We should have it hopefully up and running in the next 2 weeks. We've been going back and forth. So that's one of our biggest goals right now. So yeah, definitely.
So what's up with the website? Are you guys building it from scratch or are you guys buying one?
We are utilizing actually Bullseye. I think they're doing their own thing right now, but we're utilizing them and trying to, put our logos and, how the feel of the website is. So it's somewhat customized, and we are going to be using Command in there right now. But that allows us to, access more, locations and whatnot. I'm licensed in Oregon and Washington. I have, we can definitely utilize that to bring more clientele in to have the knowledge. So yeah, something that's kind of built, but customized and kind of changeable.
I see.
Let me add to that. Bullseye was started by Chris Ha. Chris Ha was the guy I brought in. He was actually the team leader in Elk Grove in Sacramento. Keller Williams over there. So he was always into technology. So I think Keller Williams in corporate, I think they recruited him in because he had like really good stuff that he could do. So what was it, KW Labs? So they had brought him in there for a while, but then, they have a product that is very unique. So, I mean, if anybody, wants to get in touch with him, we could probably give you his information. So they're doing quite well. And he used to, who's the chat guy, our technology person for the region. I forgot his name.
Zach?
Yeah, that's right, Zach. How could I forget him? No, he's great. So Zach had promoted him as well when he was with KW, but he still does stuff with KW. So anybody who wants a good website, they could talk to him.
What's so special? What's the special sauce?
What do you think, Liza? I'll let you handle it because you're working on the website more.
Well, they're easy to work with, basically. I mean, if you need to get a hold of them, they just don't work Friday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's the only time they don't work. But typically they'll set, you'll be able to work with somebody that's, the website specialist. You can kind of tell them what you're looking for, and then they can actually customize that website. I think a customizable website for your brand, if you guys are trying to brand yourself, I think it's really important. Instead of just going to a website, because in this way you bring in traffic to your website. You're saying, hey, check out my website, and then they'll go on the website and they can refer it to other people. And that way you can track and get access to website. There's, how do you call the algorithm and whatnot? They can tell you how many people hit your website, all that kind of traffic. So you can get all that from this particular, group. That helps with the website build up.
Do they have any kind of special data that would attract people to come and stay and hang out?
Well,
or interact with or submit their, I mean, how do you get their contact? What's the hook?
Well, you basically, depending on what you're trying to get at, like ours is like the different states, and we specialize in investment properties and whatnot. So we can put that in there. And I mean, everybody's probably, different. I also bring that I can speak Cantonese and Mandarin to the table. And then we have like people can access that way. And then they'll get hold of somebody quick. So our process is hopefully quick response time to the people answering, going into our website, logging in, checking out, and then we can get them specialized attention. Like Harvey said, that's one of our things that we love to do.
Awesome. All right. So
I'm,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I'm putting in the chat box the contact information for Shelly Mort, just in case, because I think people should try to, that's an easy way to just, I don't ask directly, do you want to do anything? I usually ask people if they know anybody we can help. So it doesn't sound so, invasive into their life, that we're always looking for business. So anyway, here, this is, let's see. Yes. Okay. I just sent in the chat box Shelly's information. as Liza said, she's based in Ohio. So there is a time zone difference, but she works pretty late. Okay. And I've asked her, there are some people on the West Coast time. Because I remember when I first started talking to Keller Mortgage, they gave me somebody, and that person was from Ohio. But they, sometimes we're talking to our clients here at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. That guy's sleeping already, so that wasn't working out. So we got someone that we really liked, and that person was in Hawaii. They're 3 hours ahead of us, so and they're up early. But that was nice because when we call our people at night, it's daytime for that person. Well, that person moved out of the country, so we're working with Shelly, who accommodates us with time zones and things like that. But she has people around as well that we could probably utilize. So anyway.
Awesome.
Mhm.
It sounds like a lot of your secret sauce is just the phone calls you make, right? Do you guys follow any gurus or any systems that have been laid out before you, or do you guys just do your own thing? Like, I mean, do you guys follow Tom Ferry or Mike Ferry or Buffini or any of those guys?
Bold,
I don't.
bold,
You do?
bold.
Oh, bold.
Bold. Nice.
Bold is great. I mean, I learned so much from Bold and how you have to be persistent. You got to do it every day, time block, like really make those phone calls because those count. Make it short, get expectations. I mean, Bold was an amazing class. That it's great. If you guys haven't taken it, you got to take it. And every time you take it, it's different. You got different professors or teachers that are teaching you, and it just makes you, better. Never gets old.
That's pretty good. Bold never gets old.
Bold never gets old.
Yeah, you like that.
Okay, I'll be honest. I personally don't follow anybody. Okay, and my thinking is, first of all, every one of us that's here, we all have transferable skills. And I can say that I've probably learned from everybody, and I can learn from everybody. So I don't feel like I know everything. And if someone says they know everything, that's a lie. Nobody knows everything. So that's why you can always be learning. But no, I think I took a lot of things from my past industry, which was HR. And so I just utilized a lot of those things. But then I taught a lot of Ignite classes and things like that back in the day, I guess. Haven't taught in a little while, but when I'm in those classes, I learn a lot from everybody else. So you can learn a lot of things. And one of the biggest things that I would say that's probably helped this past year is having the ability to overcome objections. And that's a class that I used to moderate a panel of how to overcome objections. Because people are going to ask you, always, hey, you know what? There's people out there that we know that are going to give us some rebate back or give us some of their commission back. And you have to be able to talk about that. And there's like a lot of that advertising out there of these people. I don't know if I should mention them, but like the recent client I had, they said, well, look at this Ken DeLeon guy. And everybody knows most people know who Ken DeLeon is. He does a lot. And he's got this 3% marketing thing out there. He says, well, they called me up and they said, Ken's going to do it for 3%. And you're charging me, 6% here. I said, well, I can go down maybe a little bit here, but basically what they're doing is they're saying if their buyer, if their buyer finds out or finds the buyer for the home that they're listing for you, they charge you 3% right there. But if they find the other side, then they'll give you that 2.5% back. So if they're using their own agent. But how often is that going to happen? It doesn't happen very often. So it's the way they're doing it. There's another guy, he puts on this postcards, because I got a call on this, and I probably should have shared and showed you these kind of postcards, but someone put like this 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, same square footage as the house that I'm going to list for. And they said they're doing it for a lot less, and they sold it for like 200,000 more. but they never put the address down on the postcard. So when I tried to look it up in the time period that I'm looking for to find the right appraisal value, it doesn't even exist. So a lot of these people who put up their things, you have to know how to combat these things. And, you know, I could definitely show you examples. So I'm able to overcome a lot of these objections, which makes our clients a lot more comfortable. You know, and that Liza does that too. So we've been doing that. Maybe we have to have a class on something like that so that everybody could be, you know, be stronger when they're talking to their clients. Just an idea.
Absolutely. One of the greatest skills that we can have as salespeople and realtors is the ability to overcome objections. And the biggest objection that we see, there's two, right? Where do I price my house? The sellers always want more than it's worth, and how much you're going to charge. So you had a good response to how much you're going to charge. And it's true, guys, there's a lot of people out there misleading the public. And if the public brings it up, you can just flip it right around and say, man, you really want to go into business with someone that's misleading you from the beginning.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And I can show it to them. Yeah, I can prove it to them too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that the Ken DeLeon, I'll list it for 3%. Yeah, that the chances of you only paying 3% are very slim. That's only if he double ends it. Right. Which is a problem in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, don't be afraid to call other people's marketing out for what it is. Yeah. Right. And sometimes, you know, you got to do what it takes to get the phone to ring too. So there's a little balancing act there. But the key is you're in the living room taking the discussion, walk out of that living room with a listing agreement signed. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, you guys said referrals is the key aspect of your business. You get them from ARIA. Do you guys have any specific plan to generate more referrals, or does it just happens?
Well, again, past clients, but then with ARIA, Liza, she's the president of the San Francisco chapter. Now, anybody can join ARIA. It's not just Asian people that are there, just so you know. There's all kinds of people in there. And the good part is the people are friendly. It's like another family. And you have people from all over. Like I said, I've been getting calls for referrals from like Boston, Massachusetts, from Florida, Texas, you know, all over the place. So Southern California, and they're all like $1 million to $1.5 million, close to $2 million deals. So I would suggest that you talk to, you know, and meet with some friendly people, and you know, maybe you might decide to join. Okay, because it's you meet people. The other good thing is this: when you're helping to help buyers purchase, a lot of your ARIA chapter members that are in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, up to San Mateo, San Francisco, they know who you are. And we just got on into a deal. We have some like Google clients and Apple clients that are buying up in Oakland, the Oakland Hills and those areas in San Francisco. And because a lot of our other members belong to those areas, they know who you are, and you get known more easily or recognizable, or you tell them you're with ARIA, and they're more likely to work with you. You know, they're going to give you some leeway to help you out and your clients. So we found that of great benefit. Not just getting referrals, but to be able to get into contract with people that they know and they trust.
Awesome.
Yeah, just kind of on that. Yeah, just on that note, I mean, this just ARIA, with Asian Real Estate Association of America, there's like 42 chapters. There's 51 ethnicity, like 51, that's a lot. There's 26 language spoken in there. And if it's not in our office, you know, this is a great area that you can network with other people that you know, you can build that relationship and build referrals. You send out to them, and then you have something that they can send back to you. So it's pretty great.
And there are some people in that I saw in the Zoom right here that have joined, like Tina before. I know, like, I don't know if Myrna's on here, but Myrna is on the board of directors as well.
Hey, Harvey.
Any special events coming up, guys, that you'd like to promote for ARIA to let people know about?
I think someone had a question first.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is Jenny Thomas. I'm a member of ARIA too, and they're having a maskless Mixer, June 16th in Cupertino. So
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's the first time you get together without wearing a mask, but
Yeah.
it's June 16th.
Okay. Good to know. Liza
wait
can
for
tell you about what's going on. Yeah.
Liza, what else is going on with Aria?
Okay, well, glad you asked, Mark. Well, we have an event today, and it's actually a film. I don't know if you've heard of Paper Tiger, and that's actually going to be coming. We have a special that we bought out the theater. It holds 250 people, but we are only can allow 147 because COVID protocol. We want to make sure everybody's still safe and going with that guideline. It's going to be today. It's at 6 p.m. It starts at 6 p.m. promptly. You can come in and check in, get your wristband, and kind of get seated and settled in. It's going to be in San Bruno, the Tanforan Mall. So if you guys are available, I know it's maybe a little bit of far, but it's going to be amazing. You're going to be able to meet the producer and the writer. They're going to have a question and a Q&A section after the movie. So that's going to be great. If you guys are able to come, we're supporting also, Asian filmmakers and things like that. Give them a little love. So because of all the hate crimes going on, so that'd be great to, support this. It'd be fantastic. And they'll be here today. Starts at 5. You can, if you guys want more information, message Harvey or I, and then we can get you tickets. We have a few tickets still left. That'd be fantastic if you guys can join in. Besides that, we do have an event that's going to be amazing. It's going to be July 26th. It's a golf tournament that Aria SF Peninsula is putting on. Garth's like, yep. Mark's like, yep. It's going to be fun. We are doing a golf tournament. We're fundraising money to local charities. And if you want more information about that, let us know. And also, if you want information in general, we do hold educational events that we try to educate our lenders or partners in the real estate profession. So check into our website. It's ariapen.org. So I can put that in there, but you guys can check online. We have a lot of different events that does come up. And if you're part of the SF Peninsula, you can go to any of the other ARIA chapters. They're welcoming. So if you were like in town in Seattle and you're like, oh my God, they have an event, I'm going to check on the website. You can go there and hang out at their event. You can meet other people, which is a great way to network if you have that time. So go to aria.org, and that's the national website. If you're interested in joining or want to find more information, contact Harvey or I, and we'll walk you guys through it and talk a little bit more in depth. But we really do think this organization is like family. It's like KW. If you love KW, you like the culture, this is definitely the culture. And, like Harvey said, you do not have to be Asian to join. Everybody in there has got the same mind, like mine, and it's very welcoming. That's really why I joined joined that organization, and to build that relationship and that close, tight-knit bond with everyone.
Awesome. Very good. Do you guys have any listings you'd like to pitch while you have an audience here that you have on the market now? Are you guys good?
Yeah,
Harvey does.
Please, Harvey.
Yeah,
We do.
Okay, so we're going to have a new listing coming up, and this is from that property management thing that we're doing. We're going into a lot of different areas because we felt that with the pandemic, as we know, open houses are open, but there's some restrictions, and I think that's going to help. That used to be, honestly, it was my bread and butter, how I started. I never did any marketing. I never spent a dime on anything, and I only did open houses, but I had a way to generate so many leads and listings from that. But because that was taken away, we had to go do other things. So a new listing that's coming soon is 2448 Crystal Drive in Santa Clara. Probably going to go between 1.3 to 1.4, somewhere right around there. The house is being remodeled and it's almost done. So then we have another one. Okay, we go all over the place. One's going to be in Concord, and that's probably because we just got done selling the person's Mountain View home. That sold for like we listed that for like 1.4 or something like that. 1.4 sold for 1.62. And so she decided, hey, sell our house right now in Concord. We're going to move to Seattle, Washington, or Vancouver, Washington. And then we've referred her up there to someone, and we're going to get referrals for that. So, you know, that's why I'm saying, find someone that does property management. You meet one person and you get multiple transactions. And down the line, we're going to sell her Sunnyvale home. So she has another home in Sunnyvale. And so these, you know, it's been really good. But anyway, the Concord home, I don't have as much information on that yet, but we're in the process. That's not going to come on until July. But we're looking into a few more, but they're in the works. And that's where we have to work on the overcoming objection thing. And one quick overcoming objection tip, as far as I always tell people, because people are always going to ask you for your commission back, right? And I say, okay, I'm happy to help you buy your home and help you to pay some money towards it. And I always ask them, okay, so I'll do that. So you're going to put me on title, right? And they always say, no, I'm not putting you on title. I said, well, shouldn't I share in some of your equity that I'm going to help you earn? And so wouldn't that be fair? And they say, no. But I give them an out, and because I want to make them feel guilty. That's another class we should teach, Mark. Somehow teach a guilt class, because I like to make my clients feel guilty and foolish, and then give them an out.
I'll invite my Jewish grandmother.
Yeah. So I have a lot of guilt stories and things that how I guilt people into having to use us, and then they feel bad, and then they you know, then I have no problems with them ever, you know. So, but anyway, that's
Harvey always guilts me into playing foosball and kicking my ass.
So yeah.
He's good at that. He's good at that. Does anybody else have any questions for Harvey and Liza? We have about 10-15 minutes left. Anyone want to ask away? Is everybody
So
still?
I saw Myrna
their
pop on. So Myrna is part of ARIA as well, and she's done a lot of volunteer work. So that's another person who's part of it.
Hi, sorry I was late. I was
10 push-ups. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Amanda. I do want to add that ARIA, besides the component of just what ARIA is, we have a global component, which is amazing. And what that does is that allows you to basically, you can sell in other countries. Like you can go on trips to Mexico. Myrna's went to Mexico and she had an amazing time. She can tell you a little bit about that, but we have like trips that will go to Japan, to let's see, Vietnam. They're going to put one together, and to China they've done, to Hong Kong, to Macau. Like they have all these trips that's nationwide. They're going to get Dominican Republic. So there's a lot of opportunity to learn and also be able to sell overseas. I went on a trip personally about almost 2 years ago, which is Dubai, and it allows you, they train you. You can sell over there basically if you wanted to, because the government's going to back you up. They'll make sure you get paid. Somebody that went over there and tried to get a sale, they sold it, but they never got paid. And then they told them that with ARIA Group, and however, they got paid. It's like a 3%. So you get listings and whatnot. So it's pretty amazing. And they'll teach you how. And a lot of the Mexico, they pay 6%. So if you have somebody that's super interested in buying in Mexico, you will be able to get a referral fee. With a lot of the projects that we have, they're new development or resale, depending what it is, but a lot of new construction. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Myrna, you mentioned that you went to Texas and you met a ARIA person there and you got a sale going on. Is that correct?
I did, yeah. So I've been working with Michael Cito, who's part of ARIA in Dallas. And I met him in October, and then I just saw him a few weeks ago, and I'm actually flying to Dallas tomorrow to attend the ARIA event on Saturday night. But it's been great. I have learned so much from him about the market, investment opportunities in Texas. And one of my friends actually is closing this week on his property. He's moving to Dallas. And I have a couple, maybe 2 or 3 other people that are talking to Michael right now. on investing in Dallas. So it's been a great learning experience. And I think just educating people in California on how far their money can go in Texas if they want to invest or they're considering moving, and just sharing the options that they have in case they want to do that.
Very good. I have a quick question. Harvey and Liza, is there a specific number of people you guys try to talk to every day?
Well, one of the problems that people told me was that I talk too much. So I'm always trying to talk to people all day. I don't keep track. I don't really keep track, but I know I'm calling everybody that we're working with. And then from that, they might tell me somebody I need to call, the referrals, or for some reason, it'll make me think of someone from working with their situation, because everybody's situations are different, and makes me think, oh, you know what? This is a similar situation. I'm going to call this person up who I worked with in the past. So there's a lot of people I should probably be calling all the time, and calling more often. So I don't know what Liza does.
Oh gosh, well, I talked to a lot of people also, Harvey. So basically, I talk to at least 10 people, and a lot of them are maybe agents and whatnot that do referral business. So we keep in touch, and that's how we build our rapport and relationship with the agent. And also, since I'm president, I do direct contacts with most of the agents in general, just to let them know I'm still in the business. And also, we have events that we put on, and hey, join our event. I've been texting people directly also. It allows me to interact with them and let them know that, hey, I'm here if you need anything, and we have a great event coming up, educational, or yet it could be for fun. So if I'm in the area, I'll definitely text them. Like, especially when I'm doing this movie video, I've been texting a lot of agents individually, just kind of giving that personal touch instead of just putting on Facebook and tagging a bunch of people. That's one way to get the information, but people appreciate if you reached out to them. Just a text or call if you want, but text is usually faster. And then if they have it available and says, hey, you free to chat? And then we'll just chat a little bit, and I'll just give them a time limit saying that, I can only chat for like 5 minutes, but I'd love to touch bases with you. At least that you can get them on the phone if you wanted to, talk a little bit more and kind of engage.
Very good. So guys, just to recap, Harvey's been in business forever. Liza's been in business for about 6 years, right? Their main differentiators are being associated with professional organizations like ARIA to generate referral business, as well as leveraging relationships with property management or other ancillary businesses to generate leads, and also leveraging the fantastic offers from Keller Mortgage to help open up leads and refi opportunities and referrals from their sphere of influence and database. That seems like the gist of business, right? Am I off, guys?
I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah, we have some other big plans and down the line, but as we move along, and if we can't handle it, then we'll probably be looking to the people in our office for help with buyers and sellers, actually. So that's the plan. But because of the pandemic, that sort of put a damper into this one plan that we're doing. But down the line, when things start opening back up, then we're gonna try to put this thing in go mode. But that's in the back burner right now.
Yeah, and then just for me, I've been licensed for like maybe more than 15 years. It's just 6 years in Cali, so just in
Sorry,
case.
Liza, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm in Oregon and Washington, so just in case.
Any major differences between there and here as far as people go? Agents' behavior, things of that nature?
Gosh, you know what? I'm going to tell you a little bit. Oregon, Washington, everybody's different. California is really the most strenuous on contracts. You guys' contracts is so thick. I'm just like, wow, it's a thick book. I need to carry a big backpack or something. But, if we're carrying contracts around. But Oregon, Washington's a little bit less. But the commissions are ridiculous in Washington now. They're cutting commissions. Like, it went to 2.5, 2.25. Now it's like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just gone down. I don't know what's going on with Seattle, Washington. It's just been interesting. So because I'm licensed there, we have listings and whatnot, and people are trying to cut down a commission, but I'm telling you, I'm trying not to, decrease the commission, but the growing rate over there is just decreased. So it's important to really try to keep your commission at the same level and not really discount it. It's really important because we're all independent contractors. We're all trying to do the same thing, and just give them the best service that you can, and give them more than what they're asking for, but deliver. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Do not cut and discount more, real estate companies, just, hurting us, but hopefully we stay on top, in which we are. So I'm so proud of us.
It's the sunshine. We're just happy.
Yes, that's true. Probably.
Right on. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us today. If nobody has any other questions or concerns, let's let you guys to it. By the way, I'm going to be calling some property management people in the afternoon, and I fully expect them to be very upset with Keller Williams Realty, because I expect at least 10 calls from y'all to beat me to it. Man, what's up with Keller Williams agents? They're calling all the property managers today.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to follow up. I'm going to be calling later. I want to hear from these property managers that they've been at least contacted by 2 or 3 of you between then and now. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you all very much. We'll see you guys in person soon, right? We have in-person meeting opening up in the middle of June. So yeah. Look for fun stuff happening, and join me on Monday morning for List Club, and we'll see you guys around.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you, guys.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks, everybody else. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.